of civilization. The angels of victory will help you. Never lose your sense of victory and determination once you have established a goal and written down the means by which you are going to achieve that goal. The goal must always have in it something for you, something for humanity, something for your family. You need to be enriched spiritually, intellectually, and in every way by what you are doing, but so does the rest of the world. And it's a great joy to see that something you have done has helped people. The angels of victory are fierce, and they have a tremendous determination, and they infuse you with that God determination. The only time anyone can take from you your victory, says Mighty Victory, is when you lose the sense of victory and when you fail to claim your victory. You may have a victory, but the fallen angels will never admit it. So you have to claim that victory even after you've won it and affirm that it is yours and that no one can take it from you. It takes more than proximity. You can't just warm your shins in the fires of the Seraphim. It takes appropriation. You have to appropriate the spirit of victory, the spirit of goal-fittedness. Appropriate the flame of victory, the joy of victory, the mood of victory, the momentum of victory. Write yourself signs. Put them on the wall. Put them where you see yourself, on the mirror, wherever. Remind yourself that you have 24 hours in that day and you better be up and doing, and you better be doing something to accomplish the goal of your life. No defeatism. Take care of your subconscious and unconscious to see that you don't have all sorts of nonsense popping up just when you're about to achieve your victory. The angels of victory will help you overcome self-belittlement and pessimism. All of a sudden you get the idea that you just can't do what you have set your goal to be. Yes, you can do it if you have been realistic. That's why the word realism is so important in America today, because people don't want to see reality. So get rid of the self-belittlement and the pessimism, because it doesn't come from God, it only comes from hell. Remove from your mind the sense that you are a deficient person, and believe that you are an efficient God-free being determined to embark upon the course of your own cosmic victory. Have patience with yourself and others. Don't criticize them, and you won't have the karma coming back upon you of others criticizing you and weighing you down. Don't despise yourself because you make mistakes. We all make mistakes. You know, sometimes it's a question of pride when people condemn themselves. They have a certain spiritual and intellectual pride, so when they make a mistake, then they condemn themselves because they can't bear to be imperfect. Well, we are imperfect. So let's go around accepting that and knowing that our real self is perfect, and that our soul is moving toward that perfectionment. One of the major things that will stand between you and your union with God in this life is your failure to transmute your condemnation of yourself or any part of life. You have to remember the words of Jesus, "Inasmuch as ye have done it unto the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me." Take then the mystery of victory. All of humanity who stand before you are gods in disguise, potentials of Christhood. One of the most important things in goal-fittedness is to be a disciple of Jesus or Gautama, or of someone who is a great teacher of the past or the present. Being the disciplined one on the path, disciplining love itself. Then you have to have a sense of humor and greet your challenges with joy. You get pretty seasoned after a while. The challenges are going to be coming your way with regularity. I finally woke up one day and I said to myself, all these different crises that I handle regarding the persecution of the church and this and that and the next thing that's going on. And I used to be very concerned and very bowed down. But as I observe these crises coming and going, I realize that I haven't gone through a single crisis in my entire life of the most terrible threatenings of powers that be against me or against this church or against this path, where God has not delivered me and delivered the church by his angels. So I finally said to myself, you're not going to let any crisis move you at all ever again, because you know the outcome. God is going to save you. Instead of being moved and bowed down, you get to the altar and you pray without ceasing, and you give the calls to God and you empower the angels to deliver you, and they will. I tell you, it is such a freedom. It is such a freedom for success to know that you are simply in the absolute determination that nothing is going to take from you your success, no matter what, because God has willed that you serve, God has willed that you have this church, this organization, and that you bring this message to the world. This is such an amazing thing, no longer to be moved by those engines and sirens of hell that tell you this terrible calamity is coming upon you. I want you all to be free today from that fear that anything can come near you that can ultimately destroy you. Do not believe it, because God is in you and his angels are ready to help you. I want you to stand up for you right now. I want you to stand for you and your victory. I want you to taste your victory, smell your victory, imbibe your victory, be your victory. How have we ever convinced ourselves that we are some lowly creatures? That's the work of the fallen angels. Have a sense of humor, greet your challenges with joy. Prepare for your spiritual tests, for they're coming, they're on the way. You can't just slide into an exam without preparation. You need to know the facts, know the law, know what laws you can invoke in your defense, because your higher self is an advocate. Your advocate. You have to be your own advocate. So don't waste time, don't waste money, don't waste energy. When you are feeling low, instantly call to the angels of victory. One fiat by which I invoke the angels is, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. That's what Mighty Victory says. You need the power of having a momentum of victory. So every time you have a victory, write it down. Read back to yourself all the victories you've had in this life in spite of every kind of adversity, including your own karma. You have a momentum on having victories. You set yourself up for victories, not failures. You make sure you are ready for that victory, and you go out and you get that victory. Many of you have studied success courses, and all of them have a lot of good to teach us. I think it's important that you look at the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey and the lecture I've given on that. You can always learn from successful people, and many successful people are writing good books. All you have to do is to take the teachings of the angels and the decrees and the violet flame and combine the spiritual path with what has made people in America successful, whether you study Dale Carnegie or Napoleon Hill or more recent speakers that are outspoken. There are formulas for success. You can go out and find them, study them, and follow them step by step as they are taught. But the only lasting success you will ever have is when you take those principles and put them on the foundation of the rock of your own personal Christhood, and stop being a house divided. Decide once and for all that you can trust God, you can trust your inner self, and that you can win.
The preceding lecture was given by Elizabeth Clare Prophet, world-renowned author and spiritual teacher. This has been a presentation of the Summit Lighthouse, an international spiritual organization dedicated to universal enlightenment. Founded in 1958, the Summit Lighthouse has been a beacon of truth to thousands worldwide and a leader in New Thought spirituality. For your free gift and an introductory package from the Summit Lighthouse, please call 1-800-245-5445 or visit our website at www.summitlighthouse.org. Outside the U.S., dial 1-406-848-9500 or write to the Summit Lighthouse, Attention Customer Service, P.O. Box 5000, Gardner, Montana, 59030, USA.